Hey guys. Oh. Up. 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 Okay. Oh, this should work, right? Oh, well the D-pad works. Controls. Oh. Well, looks like I can't use this controller. Let's use the NES controller. I'm having a really hard time today, you guys. I don't want to get into it. I already went in circles all day with my case manager and with my mental health worker that I called. And I ranted on Discord. Basically, SSI is really fucked right now. But I got contact with a new lawyer, and my case manager should call them. Oh, oops. Up, down, left, right, jump. Confirm. Cancel. Oh, pause. Oops. Up, down, left, right, jump. Confirm. Cancel. Pause. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you know, compared to real life, this game's a walk in the park. Really easy not to get mad at this game. now that my life is so fucked. It's really sad that it has to be that way, but it's just how it is. It really sucks. Scared for my life most of the time, because I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. So yeah, really easy not to get tilted on a game even as difficult as this, when at least this game can be beaten, you know? I can try to figure this game out. Life doesn't really work that way. Life is like other people are in control. I'm powerless. I try my best, but other people are gonna decide how my life is gonna be for me. And I don't know how to get through this, but I have a really amazing mental health support team. And I know that it's gonna be really difficult, but we will get through this. I don't think I can get up that way. Well, this song is perfect for it. You see them all jumping? This song's perfect for the game. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Well, let's get back up, you guys. Okay, we're back up. Okay. Whoops. What? What the hell? Nope, nope, nope. Castlevania. There we go. I thought that was gonna like fall or something because it's a different color. No, that's not it. Nope, 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 nope. Whoa, I jumped right at the same time as the music started. No! Well, back in the woods. And I'm back. Okay, there we go. And I'm back down. Nope. Not moving my feet right. Yeah. It puts things in perspective playing it after going through the stuff I have in my life. I'm just so exhausted today, but I decided, you know, instead of just being in bed, depressed and crying, going in circles with my thoughts, I could at least start my stream and try to do something different. Because I don't know any other way of getting out of this cycle that I'm in, of just going through the same thoughts over and over and over. So yeah, after going through a lot of that stuff in my life, it's so much easier playing a game like Jump King. I don't get like super raged out at a fucking video game. It's still frustrating. It's a frustrating game, honestly. But it puts things in perspective. Like, my real life is way worse than Jump King. And yeah, probably not the best quality, probably not in the best mindset to be streaming right now. I don't care anymore. I honestly just don't care. Sometimes I just need to stream for myself. It's not about the stream career. Sometimes I just need to stream for myself. And sometimes that means I have a place to talked about stuff, but I'm literally talking to the people who are in the position to help me the most, and there's really not much they can do, especially right now when they've already talked to me and I can't really just keep going in circles. And literally there's only so many hours in the day, and they have other clients that they work with, other patients, so I really just can't keep going in circles and just like sitting in bed crying or lying in bed crying. So instead, I just start up my stream and get Jump King going. Because compared to my real life, Jump King is a walk in the park. It's still hard and it's still frustrating, but nowhere near my real life. This is cake. This game is easy to deal with. It's just a game. I wish life were like... Well, I guess wish life wasn't like a game, but I wish the stuff that I did in real life could have real, like, direct results. In, like, a video game. Instead of, like, hoping that things go just right with people, hoping that I do the right things, but not really knowing what works and what doesn't. Trying my best, but then relying on whether other people accept it or not. That's really the shitty part about real life, is that I have no control over most things. That I can try my hardest to do everything the right way and still fail because of somebody else's bullshit. So it's really kind of frustrating that I'm just trying so hard to make my life work and then just getting, you know, failure after failure. Not to say that I'm like always failing, because a lot of good things are happening, but it's I don't know. I'm just really tired. I'm really tired. And talking about it doesn't really get me anywhere. Going in circles, talking about the same things I've talked about over and over again. I think something's burning. Yeah, it's just my dad using the stove. I decided to make some food in the microwave. There's just so many things out of my control. And I'm trying to do everything I possibly can that's in my control. But it just never seems to do what I need it to do, you know? Like, I just struggle over and over and over again. And like, no matter what I do, like to talk to my doctors or anybody, it's just like they're just saying, oh, you know, it sounds like you're doing everything you can. You just have to like have patience. And then day after day after day goes by of just hold on, hold on, hold on. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, and it never does. And I'm 33 years old and still have this struggle. And I'm trying my hardest to hold myself together right now, but I'm just glad I'm not shouting anymore and hitting my desk and screaming and shouting. And the worst I get now is maybe I might hit the desk like a few times, but mostly I just start crying. And I have to thank estrogen for that. It's really leveled things out. I'm just really glad. Testosterone was killing me. And you know, the thing I'm constantly worried about is that everything would be fine until like my actions that I do take it all away from me, and I burn bridges. And I lose all my chances that I would have had if I just kept my mouth shut. But because I kept talking about it, I made it a problem, and then people ghost me, and people stop talking to me in general, and then people stop wanting to help me when I need it the most. And I'm afraid that they're gonna take away my surgeries, but I know that that's not gonna happen. In fact, I'm gonna have facial surgery very soon. In fact, next week my insurance will switch over and I can schedule a consultation to get my facial surgery. And that is something that's really important to me. And there's also some steps, the first part of my bottom surgery that is going to be a huge, not the full surgery, but it's the first part, and it's going to be a huge step in the right direction. And I'm already used to super low testosterone, so having no testosterone production, I'm already used to it. So it'll just mean that like I'll have less annoyance. I won't have something like these two things getting in the way of my life. And then bottom surgery will come when it comes, and that'll be a process in itself, but eventually things will just be where they need to be. And the same goes with the SSI stuff. Eventually things will get to where they need to be. And you know, the better my life is outside of streaming, the better chances I'll have at building a successful content creation career. Not necessarily streaming, but like YouTube and streaming and other, you know, stuff outside of that. Whatever that might be, you know. Maybe I need to get these things under control with my surgeries and with SSI, so I can move out and have a stable life, and then maybe that'll affect my career in a very positive way, because then I'll be in a much more centered place, and I'll be much more entertaining, and I'll be less frustrated with my life, and I'll be able to make better content. So I need to trust that, you know, there is a process that I'm going through, and I am going through it, and it just seems like it's not going to happen. But that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Because, you know, I'm doing the work. I'm doing everything I possibly can to the best of my ability, and I need to trust that. Whoops. I need to get on that little teeny tiny thing. Killer instinct. Safety dance-ish. I don't know. Sometimes I actually do think, though, that I fucked it all up, and sometimes I think that I just can't recover. That I burned too many bridges, that I've said too many things that are just gonna stay with me for the rest of my life. And maybe it would have been fine if I just kept my mouth shut. Because maybe it's just that, you know, nobody knows I exist. And maybe it's just like, if I just shut my mouth, I would be fine, but I can't go back. I've said so many things online that are there forever. And it's probably not as bad as I think it is, but it's still pretty bad, I think. But it's probably not as bad as I think it is. It's probably not unrecoverable. People have recovered from much worse. So I just have to hang in there, and I have to make better and better content. I have to figure out how to make a YouTube properly. I have to figure out how to work with people. And these are things that are a challenge outside of my career. These are challenges in my real life. And I'm trying to work on those every week, every day, but every week with my therapist for sure, and with my case manager. And it's so easy to go in circles, you know, to think the same exact things and just think that nothing's working just because it hasn't happened yet. But I need to have faith in my ability. I need to have faith in my strength to get through this, and I need to give myself more credit for the work that I put into my life. No. No. And you know, the irony of it all is that I don't know how anybody else would have reacted to the situation I'm in. And it's possible that I've been stronger than anybody could have ever been. And it's possible that anybody else in my shoes would have given up a very long time ago, or worse. And I've been strong, and I've been able to grow, and I've been able to spread love and not hurt people the best I can. I have shouted at people, but I haven't hurt people. I haven't taken out my problems on other people, and there are people out there who, when they're faced into an impossible situation like I am, they end up doing unforgivable things. And I never reach that point because I am a good person. I am a good person. And I can't forget that. And sometimes I like to imagine that there's a bunch of, imaginary, like, guardian angels or something who can't interact with me and who are just watching me. And who have been, like, cheering me on this whole time, hoping that I don't give up, hoping that I don't do something terrible that I can't come back from, which will never happen because I can't give up on my life, and I can't hurt people. It's not it would hurt me more than anything if I hurt people, and I there's nothing I dislike more than people who take out their frustration on other people and take lives into their own hands. That's in a video game. And I know people have been scared by me before because of the way I act, because they compare it to other people who've done terrible things. And I know that it's, it's not their fault that they don't know who I am, and it's also not their responsibility. But it's one of the things is I have this total social blindness where I just don't know that I don't know how to gauge like where I stand in society. Like I don't know how to gauge like what people think about me, or if what I said was the wrong thing to say, or etc. Bing bong bada bing, bing bong buddy ding, buddy ding, buddy ding, bing ding, bing bong buddy ding, bing bong buddy ding. I already forgot what game this is. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Zelda is the Song of Storms. The dude with the little wind up like music box thing. I feel like I have it in me to. I feel like I have it in me. I feel like I have it in me to make friends and to be liked by a lot of people. The thing is people already like me, and sometimes I feel like I just don't see it. And then sometimes people feel like angry at me because it sounds like I'm ungrateful or ingrateful. And then I really do push them away, and it sucks because I don't know how to stop. And I've been trying to work on myself so much, trying to stop doing that. Be right back. I don't know if it's real or not, but apparently I qualify. I've been identified as a claimant for a DoorDash settlement. Probably because I delivered for DoorDash a while back. I don't know. Either way, I'm already going through enough stress. Even if I'm entitled to money from it, it might not be worth it. Honestly. I'm already going through enough with lawyers for my SSI. I don't need some bullshit DoorDash thing. I really did not deliver for DoorDash for very long. Some things just aren't worth the trouble. But when it comes to my life, it's the only thing worth trouble. Hey, last round. I apologize for the low energy today. It's just one of those streams. I'm going through a really hard time right now. I really don't want to go over it. It's the same stuff. It's just more bullshit. More bullshit going on. I had to get contact with a different lawyer because the lawyer who was on my case wasn't actually doing anything. And then she like got irritated with me and like said that she didn't want to help me. It's just some bullshit. And I've been crying, like I cried for hours earlier and I couldn't just sit in bed crying. So I started my stream and we're just playing some Jump King and really puts things in perspective. It's really hard to get angry at a game like Jump King when so much bullshit has happened in my life. It's really kind of laughable. It's a really annoying game and it's really frustrating, but it's nowhere near as bad as the stuff I'm going through in my life. And I'm gonna be getting some healthy foods, some healthy meals delivered once a week. And that's gonna really help with some things. Eating some really healthy food is gonna help, because right now I pretty much just have oatmeal and peanut butter and then like Atkins microwave meals. Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of ironic that I choose to play Jump King in order to chill. That must put things in perspective about how tough things are in my life if Jump King helps me relax. The most annoyingly, frustratingly difficult game in existence. From what I can tell. I don't know if there's a more annoyingly difficult game than Jump King. I mean, I'm sure there has to be. But I think there's like a certain like balance between it, like it's just annoying enough, but also just, it's like it's annoying enough and then just enjoyable enough to be worth playing. Because there's a point where you can be annoyingly frustrating, but then it's not really fun to play and you don't want to play it. But Jump King is like just fun enough. It has that ratio of annoyingness to funness that makes you keep coming back. Yeah, difficult games, you know, this is why I play chess, you know? They're difficult games. Because life is challenging, but at least games can be solved. Like, just through hard, like, sheer willpower. And dedication and hard work, but life, you have to rely on other people, and that's when things get really messy. There's too many variables. Like with Jump King, I'm the only one responsible for beating the game. So if I do badly in the game, I know that I have to do something to fix it. But in real life, it doesn't work that way. You can try the hardest you can and still never get what you need done. So I'm trying my best just to hang in there. Got my NES controller today. Well, I didn't get it today. I mean, I'm using it today. That's what I meant. I got it a while back. And you know what's interesting is people usually blame like my emotional outbursts. People who don't really understand how hormones work usually blame the fact that I'm on estrogen, but they have no idea how I was before. And also, they don't really understand that like estrogen like smooths everything out. And I end up like at worst, like I might hit the desk with my hand, which does hurt, and I have like kind of damaged my finger because of it. But it's getting better now. But it does hurt, and I really wish I didn't. But that's like the worst that happens now. One time I like threw something outside, like a bench. I like tipped it over. But it's nowhere near as bad as it was pre-estrogen. And also, like, mostly it just makes me want to cry, which is a lot healthier and puts me in a much more stable mindset, or whatever you want to call it. I do want a hug last round, but sadly I have nobody who can give me a hug. I hug my dad sometimes, but my dad does not comfort me. If I want to be real... Aww. Thank you, last round. My dad doesn't comfort me at all. I know he loves me, but he's not... My family is so like, they want to be supportive, but they have the same problems I have emotionally, and I'm the only one who's really worked on them, so they're worse off than me, but they just don't express it. Or maybe I'm just fucked. Maybe I'm just fucked up in the head. I don't know. But I have to believe that I can overcome it. Even if that means like sometimes I just do really crappy content, which is like, this is the lowest energy, lowest effort content. Just start hitting the start stream button. It's like the lowest effort content, and it's not really going to help my career, but sometimes I just need it to help me process things, and I don't think a lot of people really understand that. I mean, obviously I would love to build a career, which is what I'm trying to do, but you know, streaming has been a tool for me, and I don't think people really understand that most of the time. They might, I mean, maybe they'll say they do, but I don't know. I just don't know. No, that wasn't a long enough jump. Yeah, food is good. I got some broccoli and chicken Alfredo. And it's Atkins, so it's low carb. I think it's like basically 5 grams of carbs per serving. I mean, per meal. Well, per serving, yeah. Yeah, no. What is this, Battletoads? Oh, it doesn't advance the time when you pause? That's weird. Just a little bit longer right there. No, not long enough. Welcome back, last round. Yeah, feeling just super low energy. But I'm hanging in there. I just like sometimes, you know, you have to just accept that sometimes I'm gonna be doing low energy streams, and if new viewers come in and see that, I might lose them. I don't care. You know, streaming is not my growth strategy. It's just that's not how it works. So I don't care. I am where I am, and I'm not where I'm not. Hopefully one day I can get to a point where streaming will be a thing, where I can actually like have planned content and like events and stuff like that, but we're not there. Right now streaming is basically just a chill spot, and sometimes I do like to make content on stream, but it's not one of those streams today, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Taking super low effort, low energy, like in my pajamas. I feel super ugly. But like I said, you know, the facial surgery is happening soon, and that'll help a lot. Because a lot of the times I'll look at my face and I see these features that maybe other people don't seem to mind, but I definitely mind. And it's not about other people, it's about me. So it's my face, it's my body. I'm the one who has to live with my face and my body, so they're not them. And you know, but I understand people are trying to be supportive. It sounds like it would be supportive to say, oh, you're really pretty, you don't need facial surgery. But it's actually like one of the worst things you can say. Like, honestly, not the worst. I mean, there's terrible things people say, but and I try not to be so dysphoric about my body and about my face and about my voice, but it happens. It's a real thing, and I can do everything I can to make that better. And I'm taking those steps, and they're happening very, very, very soon. And I need to just hold on because I don't want to lose it, and I don't think I will lose it. I think back in the back of my head, I feel like they're just gonna pull the rug from underneath me. That everything's just gonna get canceled, because that's what I'm used to in my life. I'm used to people making promises and then pulling everything away because it's like, oh, well, because you acted a certain way, now you don't get it. And I'm like, well, that's why I was stressed out. And the only reason I acted that way was because you told me everything was gonna be fine, and I knew that, like, well, what about your stuff you're not telling me? That if I act a certain way, you're gonna pull all that stuff away from me. Like, people say, oh, I'll always be your friend, and I'm like, okay, but what if I do or say something that you don't like? And they're like, no, it's not, it's fine. And then eventually it's like they just stop talking to me. I just get like the ghost treatment, or you know, the cold shoulder or whatever. Even though I did everything I possibly can to try not to get to that point. But then the irony is that because I was talking about it so much, it ends up making it happen, and that's the exact opposite of what I intended. And it's frustrating that so many people treat you like that. Or they do the opposite of what you're asking them to do. And they do everything they can to make your life worse. Finally got timing on that. I don't know, life is a scary place, and I'm constantly worried that I did irreparable damage to my reputation. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna get back from it. Or I was never there, so it's not that I'm never gonna get back, that I feel like I'm not gonna get back, it's that I feel like I never reached the bare minimum. And I know that's not true though, but that's what it feels like. So at least I'm aware of like the things, but it still doesn't change the fact that it hurts. That I've wanted nothing more than just to have people who love me surrounding me. And then I do everything, it seems like everything I do pushes people away. Despite my desire to be around people. And I don't know how to ever change that. Because I've been trying so hard my entire life, way before the internet. It's been a problem way before streaming, way before Discord. This is actually the good part. So people who like are weirded out by me now, this is the better part. This is the part where I'm doing better. So you must imagine how bad it was before. I know it's hard to believe by just me saying it, but I just, people have to trust me that I'm saying the truth. And then so many people think I'm making things up, or maybe they might think. I don't actually know what people think. But what I do know is sometimes people just seem to like think that I'm just some copy pasta or something. You know what also I can do in the future for YouTube is I can just get the gameplay and then later do like a react when I feel like more energy, and then do like highlights of gameplay with reactions added post with higher energy. So that's a thing. So even if I'm not creating content at the moment, I actually am creating gameplay content that I can compile later into something. But it does mean at some point I do have to do the higher energy stuff. But we can do that. We can do that easily. So basically I want to beat the game, and then I want to like watch all the gameplay. I don't know. It's just, it's so much work, really. Work that I don't think I'm able to do at the moment in my life. I think it's just I'm focusing too much on my real life. That it's really hard to focus on my career stuff. But I need to give myself more credit because I think I am doing more than I think I am. It's just hard to tell. It's really frustrating not knowing that what you're doing is like useful, when it feels like I might just be wasting my time sometimes. But I already know that's not true, because regardless of whatever happens with my career, I'm working on myself, and that matters, and it will positively affect my potential at a career, so I need to have faith in that. I always get it just short. This Banjo-Kazooie, 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 Tanjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Kazooie. It's not Kenzooie, it's Kazooie. There. It has a certain feeling to it when you do it right. Okay. There we go. We're getting there. Nope. There's an entrance right there. I don't think that's the music. Oh, this is Metroid. Boom, 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 boom. You were playing Spider-Man on Nintendo 64? Was there a Spider-Man on N64? I know there was a Spider-Man on Dreamcast, and I had that one. I had a Spider-Man on Sega Dreamcast. There we go, we made it. Oh. Oh no, this is Zelda. Or is that Mario? Yeah, it's Mario, never mind. Oops. Yeah, this is Mario. Mario 3? Okay, this one is... This one's all about Ricochet. There we go. Whoops, too much. Much too much. It was amazing. I'm glad that you had an amazing dream. The game in your dream was probably better than the game in real life. Nope. Sounds like Batman. Or is this Final Fantasy? No. Oh, it is Mario. Okay, so I'm talking about the inspiration, like the style. Like it sounds like Castlevania mixed with like Final Fantasy VI, Dancing Mad. Because it's a remix, and usually these remixers will mix like styles between different games. I'm going like another level besides just noticing the song. Sorry. I'm going way too many levels. Way too many levels. Yeah, it sounds like Xenogears. Like yeah, it sounds like Xenogears. Inspiration, like the sound. Oh. Well, that sucks. I don't want to go that way. It'll bring me back down here. No! Oh. You know. That was perfect timing. That there's like a crash sound in the music right when I fell down. You know. I almost want to just go back and forth, left and right for a minute. Just be like, beep, beep, beep. Didn't even jump on that one. I just fell. I'd just be like, not a jump at all. You know. Really? You know, there's like this theory I have that, like, not a theory, it's kind of like a weird fictional conspiracy that like nothing that I see other people do is actually real, and that it actually hasn't happened until I do it. That I'm actually the first ones to ever play Jump King, and everything I've seen other people playing it, it's actually just pretend. Like it's an AI generated it based on my own understanding of what Jump King is, and so until I actually do it, nobody's ever actually done it. That's a weird fictional conspiracy of mine. And I know it's completely insane. It's I don't actually believe it. It's just one of those things that I like to think about. Like a sci-fi novel or something. Where basically like The Matrix. Is there just something about, because I know that the Wachowski sisters did say that they are inspired by their own gender identity and trans experience when they were writing Matrix, and that it was actually like an allegory for being trans. Even though obviously a good allegory or a good story doesn't just mean one thing. It's just that was their inspiration for it. And it can mean many things. But that's basically what they said that they intended it as. So I mean, what is it with like being trans and then thinking that the world isn't real? I don't. There's something about that. That might be worth looking into. That trans people just don't see the world as a reality. Like, maybe it's because like we know that the world treats us one way, but we know that things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Maybe that's it. But it is interesting though. And obviously I'm kind of grasping for straws there too, because I do know that like I think, I don't know if it was Lana, one of the Wachowski sisters had mentioned that The Matrix was a allegory for being trans. And people were actually saying that they made that up, and I'm like, really? Like, she talked about it in an interview, and she's literally the one who created the movie with her sister, and you're trying to say that she's just making that up? Like, really? Really now? Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4. Or actually, no, Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm not sure which one. I don't know where this melody came from, because I know it's not in Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure it's either in Metal Gear Solid 3 or 4, because that's I know that Metal Gear Solid 3 like dealing with stuff with like Big Boss, and then Metal Gear Solid 5. You know, I never actually played Metal Gear Solid 3 through 5. I played a little bit of 3. Mostly Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 are like the only ones I've beaten. You know what? Let's just go back to the start. This game is not about the destination. This game is definitely about getting there. Bum, bum, bum. Oh no, I guess that's just like the preamble to the main theme. Oh yeah, it is from Metal Gear Solid originally. Like that's the one everyone remembers, but like it's easy to forget the other parts of the melody. Like this part. This one, this part of the song, this part of the melody is more like kind of like cowboy American cowboy kind of feel like. Sometimes I don't even know, you know, what life is. Like, why do we do this? Why do we keep showing up? Why do we keep doing the things that we do? Even things that we know, like, I don't know, sometimes it just feels like there's no point to anything. I know that's just depression talking, and one of the therapists I talked to, so I have like some backup therapists. Like, I have numbers I call during the week if I have a problem. Some like emergency numbers. You know. And one of the things, you know, this is the only male, it's like the only male doctor I actually have. Is like, he's not even my doctor. He's just a guy that answers the calls for like a mental health support team. And he was talking about depression goggles. It's because when you're in depression, you see everything through the depression goggles. And I'm trying to like understand that and work through it. Because I know that like a lot of the things that I see aren't based in reality. They're based in my state of depression. So I do know that life has meaning, and I do know that I love life, and I do know that I want to not give up on life. And no matter how bad it is, that doesn't go away. Live the life you have to live, yeah. I can't live anyone else's. Super Mario World Castle. Okay, back up to the sewers, or the waterways. And I'm back in the forest. You know, I knew that one wasn't gonna land. You played Little Nightmares? No. I've seen people play it. I kind of think I know which game it is. I don't think I want to play a new game right now. Anytime soon or at all. I got a handful of games that I play. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. Like right now, I just pretty much play whatever I can feel like playing. It's not too important for me, you know, streaming is basically just for me at the moment. So whatever I play on stream is really just for me. So if I'm not gonna add new games into the list unless I really want to play a game. And that's one of the games I think I've seen other people play, but it's just I'm not super motivated. Video games are hard for me to get into. And I generally only like playing games that I've already tried to play, and I want to play the games I have before I play other games. Because I have a whole bunch of games to play that I've never actually given any like real in-depth play. I've usually just like kind of picked up the game and played, but I've never actually like gave them like in-depth play. Like, I'm probably gonna cancel my World of Warcraft subscription. I played for like 2 days. But I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'll try playing it again. That's a game that I'm gonna play, that you know, I can play that on stream. Then like Final Fantasy 14, I have a free trial, thankfully, for that for a very long time. It's a never-ending free trial, and I can play a lot of the game in the free trial before I decide if I want to play it more seriously. Like basically infinite gameplay as far as I'm concerned. Like, I'll get pretty much everything I want out of it from the free trial. And I play that off stream, if I do play it, which is not very often. I played like maybe like 1 or 2, like a few hours, like a couple days. It's really hard for, no, I'm a Mikote. I have a female Mikote, because they're like Mithra from Final Fantasy 11. So I'm a cat girl. Hey Dax. There we go. That one's a smaller jump. Not that small. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Ridiculous. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Yeah, just like kind of really tilted today. It really kind of sucks. Yeah, it's... No. That's not the right one. Definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah, this game is really hard, Patches. And good to see you again. Having a really tilted day. The game is fine. I have no problem with playing a difficult game. I hope you can hear me okay. I have no problem with playing a frustratingly difficult game. It's just my life has been really fucked up. And I'm trying not to go in circles and just ruminate on the same problems, but it's just really fucked up. I don't know if my life's gonna ever be better. Despite all the effort I am doing trying to get on Social Security and supplemental security income. But there's a new lawyer that might be able to do something this time. The other lawyer basically just didn't give a fuck. And she like basically hung up the phone on me. When I told her, I was like having a rough day already, and like I tried calling her because I needed to call her. My case manager told me I needed to call her. So I called her, and she was just being a total fucking bitch. She was like, oh, well, you know, I don't know, you weren't doing anything. And I'm like, well, I thought that's what I thought I did everything that I was supposed to do. And I was led to believe that I just had to, like, hold on. Because I basically was just trying to wait. Like, I was basically just trying to, like, not freak out about how long it's taking. And then I found out that I actually needed to do something that I was never told I really needed to do. I thought it was already taken care of. I thought they were going to take care of it because I thought that that's what the lawyers were supposed to do. And I don't know, it's been a really long fucking day, okay? And after all that stuff in my life, a game like Jump King is not going to tilt me. My life's already so fucked up. My life's worse than this. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it was fine. That's good. Sometimes I like overanalyze my sound quality. Because if I'm too far away from the mic, for some reason I think that I need to talk louder, but it's usually fine, judging by the levels. But I also think that like if it's too far, it might sound like really like I don't think this is the right word, but it'll sound pixelated, if that makes any sense. Like if I'm too far away from the mic or if there's too much background noise. And sometimes I worry that it's like that when I'm just like talking quietly. A very low energy stream today because I'm just trying to cope with my reality. I'm pretty sure I've done everything that I could. The only thing I need to do is there's one thing that I need to do is I need to look at the Section 8 or you know HUD or whatever HUD because I need to get on Section 8 by like October 31st or something. Because I want to get out of the trailer park. I want to live my own life. I don't want to live in a trailer anymore. I want to live in a regular place. Even if it's just an apartment. An apartment would be like 1 billion times better than this. And living like, you know, on my own without somebody else taking up all my mental bandwidth. It's just really painful right now, and I'm really just trying to hold on. Because I know that my life can be better. And if I wasn't doing this stream right now, I'd just be in bed feeling miserable and just a million things racing my head. So that's one of the main reasons why I stream in the first place. And I wish I could make my life better so that I could actually focus on the career side of the streaming part instead of just streaming just for myself, because I really want to form a career out of content creation. I mean, people make, you know, money, like full-time income on YouTube, and I would love to be able to make YouTube videos that earn me a full-time income. And to be able to stream, and to be able to do all the kind of things that content creators do, and work with other content creators. That's actually the main part. I want to work with other content creators. I just don't really know how to make it happen. But until I get my life in order, it's going to be really, like, almost impossible, if not impossible. I don't know, things might happen on accident, but I never count on that. I can't really put in the kind of energy I need to be in order to be working on developing my social media career. So mostly I'm just trying to use it as a coping mechanism. And there is something about like maintaining a presence. Like that's something. At least I'm keeping the pilot light on. Because if I just stopped streaming at all or stopped making content at all, I'd be in a much worse situation when I do start to be able to work on it. I'd rather just keep the pilot light on. I don't know. Either that or I'm completely fucked and this is pointless and there's no point in trying to pursue a career at all, and I should just be miserable for the rest of my life. I should never pursue anything. I should just be sad and not do anything with my life. That's the alternative. So that's where we're at. And that's pretty much what it is. 1-to-1 with the game. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot more to it. I mean, I'm definitely myself on stream. You don't really grow on stream, you grow on YouTube and stuff. Like, YouTube is really where it's at. And YouTube is the future too, so I'm streaming on YouTube right now, because I'm restreaming. So I'm streaming. I canceled my affiliate contract so that I could use Restream, and that's at least something better than just streaming on Twitch. Because I was not making like any money as an affiliate. Like it was actually wasting my viewers' money, because they were subscribing to, people were subscribing to me, but I'm not seeing that money because you have to make like $100 in order for them to pay you out. And they took my money when I canceled my affiliate contract. Those assholes. It would have been nice to have like the $80 or whatever that I had made from like subscriptions. This is Xenogears. I just remember when I was younger, video games were like my life. I was able to enjoy video games. I was able to like forget about my real life, but now it's like they don't do that anymore. Now that I'm like much older and I've dealt with a much more like reality in my life. So mostly they're just kind of fidget spinners. They just kind of keep me occupied, but they're not as a distraction, and it's a good thing because it means that I'm able to focus on my reality and I'm not avoiding things. No, it's actually the opposite right now. YouTube is starting to get a lot better at treating their creators, and Twitch is getting worse. Now, I've been following it pretty closely. Like a lot of Twitch streamers have been signed on by YouTube and decided not to continue with Twitch because Twitch started paying them less, and they're not offering them the kind of life-changing deals that YouTube is offering. So YouTube gaming is really going to start picking up like within the next year, or maybe even sooner, who knows. I think they're going to get serious about it. They kind of had it in the back burner. They're treating the algorithm differently, because basically Twitch has no algorithm, and that's the main reason why people are upset with YouTube gaming for streaming, is that it doesn't have the same kind of UI as Twitch does. But that's because they're designing it in a better way, so that in the long run people will get discovered easier. Whereas right now, if you're on Twitch, it sorts by number of viewers, and so only the people at the top get new viewers. Everybody else is just like fucked. And so right now it seems like people want that, but that's really not what they want. You want the algorithm to show your stream to people who are most likely to watch your stream. And that's what YouTube's always been about. Oops. YouTube's always been about getting that algorithm And so they're working on that from the ground up. And so that's why, so that's why right now YouTube's going to be really bad for until they get those problems fixed. YouTube isn't getting hate raids or striking harmless big stream. Yeah, exactly. It's like YouTube has its problems, but that's because they have like so many more users and so many more content creators. So it's just, there's a lot more to deal with. So it makes sense if you think about it that way, I think. Yeah, and I think YouTube is trying to figure out how to solve that problem. So that you find not like the biggest streamer, but you find the streamers that you're most likely to enjoy and resonate with. Which is a really difficult thing to do, because live streaming is so much different than video format, than VOD format. Because there's, at any given moment, there could be there could be a lull in the stream. There could be different kind of content in the stream. It's just, there's too many things to consider, but if anybody can figure it out, it's going to be YouTube. Because YouTube is like the algorithm genius. Either that or nobody can figure it out. But at least they're gonna try. And I think they're gonna do a hell of a lot better than Twitch. They have the money. And like the director in charge of YouTube Gaming has been like responding to people's questions and like been extremely engaged with people answering questions on Twitter and stuff. So it's like it's gonna be better, honestly. It's just it's gonna take a while for them to catch up to where Twitch currently is, because right now Twitch still is like king for streaming, but it's gonna wear off. Eventually it's just gonna die out, and people don't really understand that unless they've been paying attention really closely. Like, I understand a lot of the times people say things that make sense, but just because it makes sense doesn't mean that's the reality. And yeah, I am a little biased, and I get a lot of my information from the same, like, only a certain number of people, but there's really not many people I would consider qualified to talk about this. And one of those people who's like, in my opinion, the most qualified is Devin Nash, and he's made several videos about this specific topic. And so I've been trying to follow like what's been going on. And then just looking at the facts, you know, looking at the data, and then trying to wrap my head around it. Oops. Oops. Another Hitoshi Sakamoto. Oh, I mean, not Hitoshi Sakamoto. Yeah? No. Yasunori Mitsuda. Never mind. Hitoshi Sakamoto is a different composer. Like Final Fantasy Tactics. No, Yasunori Mitsuda is like my #1 favorite video game composer. In fact, probably my #1 favorite composer in general. People get kind of like weird when it comes to classical and jazz. They kind of turn into snobs. Like, dude, like something being from like the Mozart era or something doesn't intrinsically make it better. Like it's just like you're adding all these additional things that are biased, that are causing biases in how you would appreciate music, and it's kind of disgusting in my opinion. Yeah, there's a lot of things to understand, but I think, you know, for the most part, just start making content. Don't worry about the algorithm. Make content, gain a following. You could always work with the algorithm stuff way later when it's more important. Because at the very beginning, you need to be making content, and that's where I'm struggling. It's basically just like this with Jump King. Like, I'm struggling to figure out what kind of content to make. I'm struggling to figure out what content people want to watch. So YouTube is really hard for me. Streaming is a lot easier, but it's low effort content, and it's not really going to help me. But it helps me for other reasons. But I mean, this is all stuff that they can figure out in like a very and like this is just technical stuff. Like this is stuff that YouTube can figure out. Like, and people are not looking at the big picture. When they say, "Oh, you know, I'm Twitch for life. YouTube is crap. The UI sucks," and I'm like, "Does it?" Like, or are you just used to Twitch and you just don't want to get used to a different way of doing things? And it's like, I think once people understand the reality, and once YouTube can fix those problems, like they would have fixed the problems already. They're trying to come up with long-term solutions, and they're trying to build it like better from the ground up. So the reason why they haven't really worked on the UI is because that would be a waste of their time. They need to work on the really serious back-end stuff, like the algorithm and all that kind of stuff. And I think they're getting really close now, because they started signing on like Tim the Tatman and like Dr. Lupo, and they're probably going to sign on a bunch more, according to whatever Ludwig may have said. Oops. So I mean, I can see the bigger picture, and YouTube is gonna be way better than Twitch. And yeah, of course, for my case, obviously being an affiliate is a complete waste of time unless you have a decent following and can monetize it. But even then, I don't think you should worry about monetization for like a very long time. Focus more on content creation on YouTube and growing, but I don't know what content to make on YouTube, so I'm just kind of like keeping things on the back burner by just using Restream and just streaming, because that's something that I can control. That's something that I'm able to do, and it's better than absolutely nothing. But I have started like working on what I need to give myself more credit. I have been going through a lot of stuff in my real life that's taking up a lot more of my energy. And, you know, the content creation is taking a back seat. Oh, I did it. Wow. Except that I failed. And I'm really trying to do it. Like, I have like a document that I've been working on. I started coming up with some ideas, and I want to keep like a pattern of actually working on that, whether it's on stream or not. But being on stream motivates me to work on it. I just don't feel like it today, because today I'm having an extremely tough fucking day. Like I've been crying. I was crying like all day. Yeah, like I have a document full of like a whole bunch of like plans that I have, but I still need to work on it more. I basically just started the document. And I just don't know what to do at the moment for content. Like, I don't know what kind of content that I can sustainably do other than just streaming, but like I said, I want to do content outside of streaming. But for now, I think it's fine. Now that I'm using Restream, and I'm restreaming to YouTube and to Facebook and to Twitch and to Twitter Periscope, which is discontinued, but for some reason it still works, because I guess it's because I used to be a member. And so they didn't, it still lets me stream to Twitter, and also DLive. Which, even though, I mean, that's kind of lol, you know. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to maximize, you know, this, whatever this is for streaming. I don't know, I'm just so tired. So fucking tired. I stream more for myself than I do for content creation. At least most recently. Just because it's like I'm just stressed out so much. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm definitely aiming for a career. I can't have any other job. There's absolutely no other job I can work. I'm completely disabled. So the alternative is just collecting disability checks, and I don't want that to be my life. But I appreciate it. I know, I'm pretty sure I know that you're just trying to cheer me up. But it's something that people have done. It's something that I know that if I really do the right things, I can make it work. And so I'm not going to give up on myself. And just because I'm low energy right now doesn't mean I'm low energy all the time. I have made really good content before. And I just don't know how to, like, you know, harness it. I don't know how to harness it, and I don't know how to, like, focus enough to make a YouTube video just yet. But I'm working on figuring it out, and I can do that on stream and off stream. But right now, like I said today, it's been a really fucking tough day. And I just need something to occupy my thoughts right now. So today is a very low effort stream. I apologize. I mean, there are no jobs I can work from home that would ever be anything other than content creation. I don't want to argue with you. I really don't. I really just, like, you know, please back off. I don't need to justify myself. Like, I really don't need to justify myself. I'm aiming for content creation. Other people do it, and they get full-time incomes as YouTube content creators. I can do it. And it's just right now it seems impossible, and that can be fixed. But yeah, I'm really tired. It's been 2 hours, and I was just crying all day, and it's really fucked up. But I don't need to explain myself. Like, there's no other job I can do. I even have, like, another way of making an income online, and it causes so much mental anguish that I can only do it for maybe 2 days, and I'm still feeling the mental anguish, you know, from sex work in a video game. And I just can't handle it, because as soon as somebody expects me to be able to maintain something that's, like, with content creation, yeah, there are, like, there would be, like, a lot of, especially as you grow as a content creator, there are contracts and shit like that, but I still feel like that's something that I could handle once I get there, and I've been working on it for a very long time. Being able to handle a schedule using, you know, working from my computer in front of a camera, that's something I've worked on for 2 years now. And I've gotten so much better at it, and I'm only gonna get better at it. But besides that, obviously there are, you know, I'm actually really, if there's anything that I can build, it's gonna be content creation, because especially once I get YouTube going, because YouTube, you know, it's like you make evergreen content that stays on YouTube, and you know, you get money from ad revenue and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's not about that. I'm ending the stream just because it's been 2 hours. Don't worry, Patch. It's not your fault. I just want to let you know that I've had this conversation with way many more people than you think. And I do not have to explain myself. I don't have to justify my actions. I'm not required to even respond to you at all, but I just want you to know because I care, and I want you to, and you seem to care. I want you to know that people in my life have lectured me my entire life about being an artist, but I am autistic, and when it comes to things that I can do and can't do, there's things that I can do that streaming has a lot of. And it just sucks because streaming is almost impossible to make work. And the music really matches. Like streaming and just content creation in general is just almost impossible to make work, but once I make it work, I feel like I'm gonna be like flying. Like once I can get it to work and I get the right combination of things and I figure out the right skills I need, I feel like I'm never gonna fail again. It's just like Jump King. You know, you start off from the bottom and it's really tough, but once you learn the rhythm of each of the parts of the game, you can get back up to where you left off really easily, which is why I go back to the beginning after I'm done. Because I need to be able to get back to where I was. Because if I just save where I'm at, it's going to be really frustrating. Because it's not about getting to the top. It's about getting to the top. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. I apologize for the low energy stream. I apologize for getting a little bit worked up. It's been a really fucking tough day, and I was crying all day and shouting and just so much shit going on in my life right now that content creation is a huge, like, you know, pilot light right now, like taking a huge backseat. But I can at least start my stream. That's something I can do. I can open up OBS and I can hit start streaming, and it's not. It does have some calming effects for me where I can focus on something and I can talk about it. But it's not really going to work on my growth or my content creation. But it's something to keep my mind occupied and to have a space to talk about things. And that's been more valuable than I think anything besides my therapy and everything, because I go to therapy every week and I have a case manager that I talked to today actually, and I have multiple numbers I can call, and I talked to a mental health worker today as well, and I just got so tired and I didn't want to just lie in bed and cry, but now I'm getting so tired I can't even stream anymore. So yeah, it's exactly. I can make it. I just need to keep working on it. Anyway, see you next time.